Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss, making decisions my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
This is the Sorry Street Podcast. Welcome to the house of. And shout out to the members. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. In my best Boosie voice possible. This is just crazy. This is ridiculous. This is artistry at its finest. I'll tell you this. Any video that Kendrick drops at this point, I'm just going to continue just going on an Easter egg hunt. I'm going to be there to decode any. It doesn't have to be a diss track. The layers, the artistry, the shots, the Easter eggs. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. We already did one of the breakdowns, right? I found another crazy one here. And it's only right that we bring it to the channel and we watch this together. Is Kendrick milking it? No. Look at the internet. The internet is speaking. They're saying that his music video broke YouTube records. Do you know how large YouTube is? The community is speaking. Hip hop is speaking. The reactors are speaking. The breakdown artists are speaking. All the bloggers and the media, everybody is speaking. Kendrick ain't even tweeting. He ain't even doing interviews. Did his concert, did his music video, went about his business. Don't blame Kendrick. Blame him for being this great. Blame him for showing us one of the most incredible chessboards in hip hop history. We are not ODing at this point when we say Not Like Us will be a pillar in hip hop history, not just battle rap history, not just Kendrick's history, not just Drake's history, hip hop history. Massive. People, do not try to downplay that. Oh, this one right here is scary, y'all. Let's get into it. Oh.
Drake got beat up so bad his face melted. Is it just me or did Kendrick really smack the black off him? Oh, zip it face ass. Boy, if you don't pick your face up, Drake has no aura left. Bro looks like a real 40-year-old white man. Aging like milk. I thought black don't crack. Painting Hello Kitty on your nails is wild. This man is stressed and depressed. Hey, for real, why he really look like he been crying? Drake!
Yeah, that's how we starting in this video. Look, Aurelia was just here for the breakdown, but I'm playing it from the beginning. What do you want from me?
You know me, I'm YouTube's biggest villain. When y'all get, hey, for a small channel, we kind of low. Nobody else see it. Please help. Let's get this.
And shout out to this channel too. Homie really did a good job with this. My bad. You know what? Let me give him a shout out. Hold on for a second. Oh wow, the name of his channel is deleted. All right. Yeah, I want to make sure that we gave him a shout out here because his content here and his breakdown, some of the findings that he has, I feel like a lot of people have yet to see. So let's go ahead and give him his credits. All right. Dope channel, homie. Dope video. Let's get back into it.
This video to 1,000 likes. Let's irritate these Drake gobblers.
I've been a mess since every girl I left went and got a new man, but I'm the new version of Fresh Prince, and the bands got bumped for real. I switch wifey every season like Uncle Phil.
Everything he do is so cringe now, it's embarrassing. Drake! It's been a couple of days.
Yo, why they gotta do Meek Mill like that? They just snuck that into that. Get up. Yo, leave Meek alone, man. Oh shit.
Since K-Dot releases Not Like Us video and Drake is still not breathing. Kendrick Lamar is very analytical and proved over and over how war ready he truly is. He feeds social media's fix of having a ton of hidden messages and codes to decipher throughout his career. So it only made sense that he would do the same for arguably one of the best diss tracks of all time, Not Like Us. In the opening scene, Kendrick knocks on the door. And he doesn't just do any type of knock. He does one of the most famous knocks called Shaving a Haircut 2 Bits. So of course I Googled it, and you won't be surprised what came up because it blew my mind, and I don't know exactly what he's trying to get at, but so the tune for Shaving a Haircut 2 Bits originated in 1899 from Charles Hale's minstrel song At a Darktown Cakewalk. This particular knock or jingle was most often used at the end of a piece of music for comic effect. But that's not where it stops at. What is a Darktown cakewalk? When you go look up the word Darktown, Darktown was an African-American neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia. Darktown was characterized in the 1930s as a hellhole of squalor, degradation, sickness, crime, and misery. The term Darktown was also used generically in Atlanta and the rest of the South to refer to African-American districts. And what's really crazy about all this is because in that very room that he goes into after he does this jingle is where he brings up,
you caught Future when you didn't see the club. Little baby, help you get your lingo up.
Basically doubling down on how Drake is a culture vulture, a colonizer, and how he stole a lot from the Atlanta scene.
You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
Shaving a Haircut 2 Bits jingle is probably the creepiest, eeriest thing that I've learned today doing research on this whole Not Like Us video, because I had no idea that that tune was even derived from dark humor, from being racist. Like, who would have thought that? We've all done that knock as kids or heard it in cartoons. And I also got the vibe that this was like a crazy house. I mean, the door itself with the little window, when he opens the little window and all you see is Tommy the Clown's eyes, it looks kind of creepy. And then he asks, what's the password? And he says, I see dead people.
What's the password?
I see dead people.
Yeah, that sounds like an insane asylum. He goes in there, and if you notice, his hands are always in the sides of his jacket.
Stop. The history of the knock, that's a lot. That is just insane. What Kendrick and the directors, David Free, whoever had input on that, that is insane. That to me is super intentional. The internet that's coming up with that, and it's now going viral on TikTok and social media. That's not a reach. That's not everybody just ODing on the breakdown and trying to find things that Kendrick didn't intend. That's not a reach. This right here, though, the hands in the pockets, the white jacket, the white suit here, simulating a straight jacket, and the insane asylum with the clown and the I see dead people and all that right there. I hope that's a reach, because the knock is just, I think that Kendrick and his people could do some history on just driving home the colonizer shit and come up with that, because there's some geniuses over there with this shit, man. But little stuff like this, the hands in the pocket simulating a straitjacket, I kind of want that to be a reach, because it's just too much at that fucking point. Really, this shit is wild. It gets worse. It gets worse.
As if he was in a straitjacket. So again, I did my research. In the 1960s, mental asylums in the South would take advantage of the vulnerable and would admit Black people to gain control. Jim Crow laws would enforce Black people into mental asylums, as they were able to use as a new slavery method. This was about getting access to free Black labor. The Black patients endured abuse, neglect, violence, and forced labor, which took place in the states such as Mississippi, Alabama, and you guessed it, Georgia. This was an obvious jab at Drake for taking advantage of Black artists as a cheat code. He jumps from hood to hood and steals their wave, especially Atlanta artists. Also, Drake's infamous blackface picture. Such a disgrace to say the least. Nothing funny about this. And what he doesn't realize is that whoever talked him into doing this felt like he dominated Drake. This is their form of buck breaking. No Black American would even think to belittle themselves like Drake did in this picture. He clearly is unaware of the meaning and how he was being put through a humiliation ritual. In this same
Yo, I'm gonna cry in this bitch. Yo, hold on. Let's people. Once again, I'm not living in the moment. I'm a very grounded individual. this is not reaching people because I didn't think it could happen. The logical side of me was always saying Drake is a mega star. One of the biggest rappers of all time, the biggest rapper today and yesterday. I never thought that this much effect could happen on somebody that is a mega. I never thought that this could happen to somebody of Drake's caliber. When they say we will never look at Drake the same, it's true. It's true. When they say a lot of shit now is just cringe from him, like small things like his culture, the things that he says, how he dresses, if he wants to paint his nails with Hello Kitty now or whatever. It's just so much that people's just going to question just from things that he does in his normal life. If the man puts on his jeans too baggy, they're gonna be like, look at him again. When that ain't him. Like, they're gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't see him the same anymore. It's insane. We've never seen this before in hip hop. Y'all think that y'all saw the 50 Cent and Ja Rule thing. The truth is, Ja Rule was a big thing in rap at that time. He was huge. He was huge, but he didn't have the run of Drake. He didn't meet the level of success of Drake. He wasn't as powerful as Drake. He didn't sell as many records as Drake. He didn't have as many fans as Drake. For 50 to do what he did to Ja Rule, extremely impressive. Extremely. But Ja Rule is kind of like one of those rappers where he's not at the GOAT status. He's not one of the top guys like a Drake or a Kendrick or a Jay-Z. He wasn't one of those. He had a mega run. He was one of those type of guys, mega run, to be respected. For this to happen to Drake, I did not see that shit coming. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Clearly is unaware of the meaning and how he was being put through a humiliation ritual. In this same pic, he is also wearing, you guessed it again, a Jim Crow shirt. So when it comes to the mental asylum theme that he got going on in this video, it's all tied to one word, and that is Jim Crow. Jim Crow was taking advantage of Black people as mental patients in the asylums in the Georgia state. Drake was taking advantage of Black artists in Georgia state. The name Jim, Drake is known as Wheelchair Jimmy. His character name was Jimmy in Degrassi. And again, in the blackface picture, he has the Jim Crow shirt on. Man, K-Dot is literally on this man's neck about not being Black enough. I don't know about y'all, but that's eerie. That gave me the chills. And I'm kind of a...
Hey, this is a respectful environment. Dude with the glazes, you've just been deleted from the channel. It ain't worth it, man. This is a respectful place, man. We don't talk to each other like that. And I'm not even that type of guy. But Drake fans, if you come in here, I know, once again, I got to say this every stream. I got to remind people, I am a Drake fan. There's new fans that come across the channel, find me for the first time, and I don't want their first impression of me to be, oh, he's some Drake hater. No, I've just been involved and paying attention to every moment of this beef as a hip-hop head like everybody else. The whole world is watching. And I'm just sorry. Kendrick is kicking his ass, and we're here to talk about it. Sorry, it's true. So you happen to be a new member, and you land on this channel, and you start talking disrespectful. If the mods don't get you, I might. Okay, I don't really hang around all the back and forth. We keep it respectful over here. Talk your shit, drop your opinions, agree, disagree, but this is a respectful environment, people. I'm sorry that your king is getting his ass whooped like this. All right, I came into the beef neutral. Sorry.
Annoyed because I'm just like, I wonder what else is in this video that I couldn't figure out. If something as small and minuscule as a jingle can mean that much, what the hell else is in this video? This scene looks identical to the scene from Family Matters music video, which a Dark Lane's demo tape Drake is being yeeted away by Kendrick's aura, and a guy wearing a City of Compton hat dancing next to Kendrick represents Compton having his back. This next scene has so many Easter eggs, it's insane. Some would say it's a reach, but I think K-Dot is a wicked genius. In the scene where Kendrick is doing push-ups, he has a picture in the background that's off the wall, referencing the diss track.
This was the first video that I heard break this one down with the off the wall and then the backward picture. And part of me, when I first saw this video, or maybe by the second time I watched it, part of me had like a little thought, like, what's that backwards picture about? You know what I'm saying? Because you start to look for the Easter eggs and the intentional stuff. The room is so empty. So you got to assume that everything that is there is placed for a reason. But for somebody to actually break it down a little bit and just connect the dots, it's like, oh, yeah, okay. I almost forgot that. Ugh.
That Drake said,
I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up.
why in the hell would I have your picture on my wall, Drake? That shit can't even get hung up. It's on the ground. It is off the wall. Off the wall is also a statement we say when you talking crazy. No one really says that anymore, but for K-Dot and Drake's age group, that's an old term. You off the wall with this one, or you going off the wall, which means you're talking crazy or being a weirdo. Also, Drake referred to himself as Michael Jackson.
One away from Michael, nigga, beat it, nigga, beat it.
And K-Dot called himself Prince. Prince and Michael Jackson have known to be rivals and feud back in their prime. K-Dot took shots at Drake being MJ by saying,
Nigga, Prince outlived Mike Jack, nigga, boom!
Which implies that MJ is Drake, who is the fan favorite in sales. But Kendrick being Prince was the underdog, who was just as talented, wasn't as popular, but Prince wasn't the guy that wanted to be popular. He was more low-key. So the off-the-wall picture is in reference to Michael Jackson's Off the Wall album. In the same scene, K-Dot is doing push-ups, trolling Drake when Drake said,
Top say drop, you better drop and give him 50.
Asking K-Dot to hurry and drop his disses.
Drop.
He did.
But also implied that Kendrick dropped and gave 50% to Top Dog when he was under contract. But what's funny about this scene is Kendrick ironically stops his push-ups at 17, one away from 18. If that ain't diabolical, I don't know what is. We all know Drake like them underage, man. And in the same clip, Kendrick starts to dance just like Drake, where Drake did this dance with, you guessed it, a mom.
Stop. See, this one I did see in a different video, but I just didn't have it in the last reaction that we did here on the channel together. Scary as shit, B. Like, this scene to me visually is so simple, but it's telling so many angles and it's touching on so much. You think he's just in this bad, empty ass room doing some push-ups. The push-ups was obvious because of the name, the track name push-ups that Drake dropped. But the count of the push-ups, 17, the backwards fucking picture, the fucking little kid dance that he did right here that they bringing up. Even to me, I never seen this set before, but once again, Kendrick is so intentional with almost everything he does. Even a black fist pick. I don't see anybody saying that, but for me, I got to think that that's intentional too, because that's culture. That's culture. How many of us grew up and had the times where we had our flat tops? I'm definitely talking about 80s babies right now. We had flat tops, or you had your afro, or in between getting your hair braided. You had your black fist pick walking around in your shit, right? Remember, even fucking for a time, Method Man made it popular. What video was it? Was it Bring the Pain or whatever? Or was it the All I Need with Mary J? You know, Method Man and Wu members even made that re-popular again with the just walking around with the pick in your hand. Or that's culture. That's really, really us. And I feel like that's another shot with man, listen.
Kendrick had a date on his jacket, 8/8/2024. Is that when his album drops? Is that also a shout out to Kobe for his jersey numbers? So I
didn't even see that one. Hold on. I missed that the first time I watched this. The numbers on his jacket, child, it better not be. Once again, I don't want to come across like the conspiracy theory overreach reaction guy. But everything else he's done so far fucking connects. Oh my God.
24. Is that when his album drops? Is that also a shout out to Kobe for his jersey numbers? So I did some digging and found something even more deeper and somewhat chilling. The 8th of August, American independence is celebrated on the 4th of July, but many African American communities in Western Kentucky also commemorate another day of freedom. The 8th of August is both an emancipation celebration and a homecoming. It's been a tradition since the 1860s. It's chilling because he continues to call out Drake's blackness, but also him not being an American. We all know Drake cosplays to be that black American gangster. Kendrick is continuing his trend to drop things on historical black days. Ken and Friends on Juneteenth, Not Like Us on July 4th, and whatever he has planned that's gonna supposedly come out August 8th, 2024. All those dates have something in common: independence. Whether it's black independence or American independence. Something that Drake has no idea what it is to be like a black man or even a black American. And also the word independent is very important to a rapper in the industry. And I think that's a jab to Drake in his lifetime deal with Lucien Grange. Drake sold his soul. Universal owns him for life.
Now remember, when Kanye came out and did that interview, and he was like, you know, he's got his father, Lucien, Drake, and all that. This is the connection right here. Jesus, man. And Drake was the one that called out, you know, the splits and all that, and the behind the scenes business that Kendrick is tied to. Oh, man. It's like, not only did all of Kendrick's angles win, but Drake's are just being reverse slammed so badly. Almost everything he has said so far. And then people actually got at me when I got on Twitter and I said, yo, let's be clear, y'all. Drake can't perform his diss records. And people's like, no, he could perform whatever. He could do this, he could do that. I just disagreed, because it's just like all these lyrics have just been, they age so horribly, so fast. Like Drake is deleting all this shit off his Instagram for a reason. Like, y'all really gonna get up there now and just look at Drake and be cheering if he gets on stage and he raps push-ups? Or even Family Matters was a crazy track. Crazy. That second verse, he rapped his ass off. But from the disses and the angles and the narratives all getting crushed so bad, and then him losing his battle so bad, how does Drake perform any of that shit? He fucking can't. He can't. And if he does, he's gonna get killed. He's going to get killed on the internet. If he steps on stage and performs any of them shits, we'll all be here to talk about it. And I'll be one of a million channels clowning Drake for fucking performing that shit. All right. Y'all don't believe me now? Let him go ahead and do it. We'll be here. We'll have some fun with it. Sorry, it's true. Go ahead, Drake. Do it. Once again, read the fucking room.
I think the most obvious and most trolling scene is Kendrick playing hopscotch to the part when he says a minor. Man, you already know what that's about. A little girls' kids game. Then we head over to the shipping containers, the eeriest scene of them all. We all know that human trafficking is widely known to use shipping containers to transfer victims overseas. Kendrick is doubling down on the rumor that Drake is into trafficking. What about the scene of Kendrick staring at the owl and putting him...
Hold on real quick, y'all. Let's go back to the containers. Here's actually one that I didn't really... matter of fact, I didn't see anywhere at all.
Little girls' kids game. Then we head over...
I didn't see this anywhere at all. So the clown that he has, you know, in the beginning, starting the music and all that, opens the door, gets the password. He's like a legend out there. You know what I'm saying? And he's got a lot of different connections to even some cultural movements. And I didn't know that clown's connection to the beginning of crumping, the crump dancing, right? And how he was involved in it. And crumping dancing was kind of birthed as a mechanism to be like a bridge of peace. You know what I'm saying? And if you take that clown, him being in the Not Like Us video, him having the reputation, him being linked to crumping, do you know who one of the dancers is? I didn't see this anywhere. This one is a Sorry It's True exclusive right here, y'all. Okay, I didn't see this anywhere yet. Let's see if y'all remember who one of the dancers in that video or in this container scene is. Y'all remember him? Everybody that's a part of my dance culture. Y'all remember this kid? He's grown as shit now. I'll be landing on his Instagram page every once in a while. He's like one of the best dancers in the world. For people that follow the dance culture, there's like a couple dances, I ain't gonna lie. When they come across my timeline or my little browse history on Instagram, I'll be checking their shit out because these motherfuckers is nice. The twins, the two light-skinned twins, they be on tour with like mega stars like Beyonce and all that type of shit. This little kid right here, this is when he went viral. This is when we found out about this kid. Y'all remember this shit? Y'all remember that shit? Hey, and there goes your fucking clown. Y'all remember that shit? He's grown as fuck now and still one of the best dancers in the world. And that same kid, grown man now, is one of the dancers in the containers. Hit the like button, y'all. That's a Sorry It's True exclusive. Hit the like button. Hit the fucking like button. I ain't see that nowhere, okay? That was an ARP exclusive. All right, let's get back to this other shit. Sheesh. Kendrick. Kendrick, man. Don't blame me. I ain't made the video.
Over to the shipping containers, the eeriest scene of them all. We all know that human trafficking is widely known to use shipping containers to transfer victims overseas. Kendrick is doubling down on the rumor that Drake is into trafficking. What about the scene of Kendrick staring at the owl and putting him in the cage? It had a dark tone of different symbolisms. One, he put Drake in his place. Drake being an alleged PDF, he's locking him up where he belongs. Sit that ass down on timeout, bro. Number two, Maya Angelou's I Know.
I'll give y'all.
What about the scene of Kendrick staring at?
I'll give y'all another one. Shout out to my brother Reem. This one's for you, family. So he hits me the other day. I missed his call, but he left me a voicemail. He said that he watched our last reaction that we did, and he left one on my voicemail. This is my man Reams. He said this scene right here. He said the way that he interprets. Yo, shout out to my brother Reem. Yo, he's crazy. He said the way he interpreted this scene right here is the owl being half white and half brown, right? And then on the reverse side, just the pure black background of Kendrick representing pure blackness versus your mixed culture that now people are looking at you for being a little shifty with and never even understanding, right? And people got all different types of interpretations. I don't know if that was intended by Kendrick. You never know, though. Reem, I love you, my brother. And because you my brother, I had to toss that in there, man. That one's for you.
At the owl and putting him in the cage. It had a dark tone of different symbolisms. One, he put Drake in his place. Drake being an alleged PDF, he's locking him up where he belongs. Sit that ass down on time.
I never thought of that one. So I thought that y'all saw the reaction. My interpretation was he got him caged in. There's no lanes, there's no outs for Drake in this beef. Like he shut down everything. He shut down the narratives. He shut down the lies. His angles won. He won the view count. He won the hit record thing. He won the punches. He won the lyrical contest with Euphoria and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like he had him caged in and there was no out for fucking Drake except for like what he thought, Hey Delilah or Sexy Red or fuck, like damn, like there's no out. That's what I thought the cage was. But the cage representing jail for being alleged, you know what I'm saying, what he's putting on him. I never looked at that one too. It's just like, damn. And then imagine if, watch this. There'd be a lot of stuff that happens in the world, and the internet is so dangerous. Once the internet puts light on stuff, it can get legs by the authorities that much more, right? So imagine all of this stuff was out there on Drake already prior to this beef. We know that. We saw these old videos and these old talk shows going at Drake. It just never got legs. Imagine Kendrick was the voice to put this type of shit on Drake. And then just imagine if an indictment did come for Drake. This scene right here would actually mean that, yeah, Kendrick was the one to take Drake off the streets. If Kendrick is really trying to say like, yo, these pedo people, whatever, belong in jail. Once again, I'm not putting that on Drake's jacket. I'm just saying that if that was symbolic of this scene, just imagine. I mean, Kendrick's rapping, yo, LeBron, keep the family away. Curry, keep the family away. The embassy's about to get raided next. It's only a matter of time. I'm not saying that I believe that that's coming. I'm not saying that. Like, look how long it's taken. And I hate to sound like I'm praying on somebody going to jail or somebody's downfall, but look how long the indictment, which everybody believes is coming for Diddy. Probably taking that long because, number one, they know how powerful Diddy is. They know how much money Diddy has. They know what type of lawyer team he's going to show up with the dream team, just like fucking OJ. And when you play with somebody in a legal game, you line all your ducks up. Even if it takes you a year, you just don't go. These motherfuckers was on Gotti forever. They was on him forever, and they waited till they had the hard, concrete evidence to go in. Once again, I'm not putting that on Drake, but we just talking about how the real world actually revolves around these type of scenarios. And if that's what this scene means, scary shit.
I'm out, bro. Number 2, Maya Angelou's I Know Why a Caged Bird Sings. All Drake is good at is singing to females. He's not a real rapper, especially since people write his bars for him.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts up. Yo, Kendrick. Yo, Kendrick, your next album, sir, is going to fly off of the fucking shelves. And all his videos are going to be up now, too. It's not riding a wave. This is the biggest battle impact-wise in rap history. You earned it. Go eat off of it, young man. Create further generational wealth off of it. You don't think Drake made some money off of this beef? He did. And once again, the shoe is on the other foot. We be right here watching this breakdown of what Drake did to Kendrick. It's just that there's a winner and there's a loser, dog. But this ain't even really a loss. This is like super overkill.
And also insinuating that he's a snitch, doubling down on Drake having paperwork when he was robbed. Also, Drake is labeled as a snitch for all the alleged cease and desist letters he sent to Kendrick, Metro, and French Montana. That's something that even Rick Ross called him out on. I think the most insane part of the video is Whitney dancing in a wife beater, also known as a white beater, but we all call it in the hood wife beater. Drake flat out lied.
That to me is another one that is wild, B. Wild.
Something that even Rick Ross called him out on. I think
once again, the family still shot that they did. Very intentional, very, very obvious. The family together having a good time, dancing around in the living room. Very intentional, very obvious, right? Kill that narrative. Even David Free being in the scene with the container shaking Kendrick's hand, but shit like this right here. This to me is like the black pick in his hair in the push-up scene. Her wearing a wife beater. People, like, are these channels, are we reaching, or do we have to just stop saying like they're all coincidences? Like, no. There's just a level of genius that is being put into these fucking bars, these songs, and these videos. That fucking wife beater better not be intentional, man. Talk about reverse troll.
Most insane part of the video is Whitney dancing in a wife beater, also known as a white beater, but we all call it in the hood wife beater. Drake flat out lied and said that K-Dot beats his wife, and they aren't happily together, with his kid being Dave Freeze. Man, that kid has them damn Kendrick ears. Look at them ears. Those ain't Kendrick ears? Stop it, Drake. Stop it. I think that shit was the funniest part. They're dancing happily together, just proving that Drake's a pathological liar.
Hypocritical to have your biracial wife in a music video with you, but in that same song, you're talking down about people being biracial or being half black or etc.
I actually want to touch on this because it's getting out of hand and how dense a lot of people are. Kendrick isn't saying Drake isn't black enough because he's biracial. His kids and fiance are also biracial. Come on, bro. He wouldn't be talking about his own kids and his wife. He's saying Drake lacks culture. He's a Jewish kid born and raised in the suburbs of Canada, a child star who lived a great life with no real life lessons.
This is our dining room, and here's my mother. Now we're gonna check out MySpace. And through here, this is my living room. I like a chilling vibe. That's my favorite thing. And then through here, this is my comfort area. As you can see, I recently did laundry. This is actually a very nice couch.
Drake identifies as Jewish.
You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world.
You don't understand how big it is. First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area. So
where is that?
Forest Hill.
Okay.
I went to a predominantly Jewish school growing up. I definitely had a bar mitzvah in an Italian restaurant, mind you.
My lord.
Yeah.
A nice Italian restaurant?
A very nice Italian restaurant. The song of the night was Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way.
You are younger than me.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that I'm laughing at this. Like, don't get me wrong. Let me make sure y'all don't misinterpret my fucking laughing. There's nothing wrong with the way Drake grew up. There's nothing wrong with the people. I'm not the shallow guy that does that. Okay. It's just bringing this imagery back up in a moment like this. And we definitely watched the evolution of Drake. And for it to be like right now, it's just like, it just makes you look at shit cringy and crazy. Nothing wrong with the man, how as far as how he came up. Nothing. That is not to be laughed at. That's a beautiful thing. His family seemed to have been established, came up in a good home. That's beautiful. Way better than growing up in the projects or some shit. Like, hey, but you know, the lyrics and the beef and his image now and everything. It's like when you see the callbacks, it's like, oh.
And I was in there. I was in synagogue. I had my yarmulke on.
Hebrew school, the whole nine.
No, see, I didn't. I cheated. I didn't really.
So you just that? No, your parents are nice.
Yeah.
So they let you do the bar mitzvah without having to do the fucking Hebrew school thing. So your mom's Jewish.
My mother's Jewish, and you know we have great Jewish dinners like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
First text message you ever sent me. Good Shabbos.
Yep. Good Shabbos.
He kept it real.
Yep.
Have you gotten approached yet by like the Jewish media yet?
No, I haven't gotten approached by the Jewish media, but somebody today, who I won't mention, was like, "You know how big you're gonna be," and I was like,
"Wait, was that me 5 minutes ago?" I remember saying that.
Somebody's like, "You know how big you're gonna be," and he's like, "This has never happened before." It's like every Jew is going to.
His black father wasn't in his life, which is why Pusha T said this bar to get under Drake's skin.
Your father walked away at 5, hell of a dad thing. Marriage is something that Sandy never.
No, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Can't be playing music. Be careful. Chill out. Chill out, Push. We know the song. Chill out.
The fro wouldn't nap enough.
Drake didn't do what the average black American would do and hold their father accountable for not being present, but basically bought his love once he got money. Drake is so damn out of touch with his blackness, he even said nigga with the hard R.
It just sort of, it bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this thing. He opened to be like, yo, that's that nigga.
Not realizing he was saying it wrong because I'm pretty sure his white friends or family said these things around him. And he didn't realize the pain behind that word because he's not a black American. He's a Canadian. Canadians don't fight for black rights.
Yo, yo, deleted channel. If you ever watch this stream or this channel, shout out to you. You did not just do your homework, but you are fucking hilarious, sir. Oh, shit. Shit got me fucking tearing. Wait, hold on. They're gonna clip this. Look at ARP crying on camera. Yo, if we're not here to have a good time and be entertained, then what the fuck are we here for? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drake, man. Love your music. All right. We just try to have a good time here. Oh shit. Damn. Really tearing and shit, B. Oh man.
And don't teach about black slavery. He doesn't have the slightest clue of what black Americans went through and still go through, which is why he thought it was okay to mock slavery with this line here.
Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
So this has nothing to do with skin complexion or him being mixed. As brilliant as K-Dot is, and all the Easter eggs everyone tries and finds, it's almost like no one tried to understand this at all. You would think people would dig up the reasons why Kendrick called out his blackness, just like the average in denial white person who acts like they're pro-black. They hang with the black people and listen and dress like our culture, but then will say a backhand comment about slavery or stereotypical comments when they're angry during a dispute. That's exactly what Drake did when he brought up slavery, using that bar to mock Kendrick as if slavery is something to joke about. A very white thing to do. To have your Jewish white mom open the track to Family Matters saying this.
Maybe in this song, You shouldn't start by saying,
And Drake saying nigga right after.
Nigga, I said it. I know that you mad.
And Drake saying nigga right after it for his mom is very telling on which side Drake is for real on. Drake doesn't have black values. He vultures on black culture. He gatekeeps his black peers, which is all colonizer traits. Drake.
Yo, deleted, you cooking, B. Yo, deleted, you doing too much, man. You doing too much. Yo. Real shit. We do know that there's certain cultures that when they get into it with black people, you know, that be a go-to. Like, you know what? It's time to cut deep, nigga, with the ER. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said that Drake did that because he was getting boxed in and he was pissed off. Maybe on your next song, you should say, nigga, I said it, I heard you bad. I talked to his dad. I gotta go bad. Nigga say he said that because he was pissed. Always rapping like you trying to get the slaves free. Fuck them slaves. Stop trying to free the slaves, Kendrick. Leave them slaves where they at. Leave them motherfuckers in chains and shackles. Let them get whipped every day. Fuck them slaves. Why you rapping like you trying to get the slaves free? You're wrong for that. Why you care about the slaves? Fuck Django and all of them. Yo, deleted is doing too much. Yo, nigga say, yo, you know how people be trying to say nigga when they mad? Nigga say Drake started that song like that because he was mad. Always rapping like I can't. Yo, this is what Kendrick and the internet is doing. They're like, damn, I'm fucked up because when I first heard Family Matters and all that shit, for some reason I was cool with the lyrics. Like that shit hit to me. When he came back, like, yeah, I'm gonna say nigga, you know, we don't want to hear you say nigga, no. And then Drake came back and said nigga. Right. And I was just like, oh, okay, Drake. Yeah, he's fighting back. And they rapping like you try to get the slaves free. My mind just goes to conscious rap that fucking Kendrick does. But now that all this cultural shit has come out and you start to think about it, damn, why wasn't I offended? Yo, why wasn't I offended when him and his mother started the song like that? Damn, Kendrick got me looking in the mirror and shit. Oh. Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Oh, fuck. Damn.
Is more white culturally and soulfully than he is black. And unfortunately, this is always going to be a touchy subject, an uncomfortable subject. If you're white and really don't have a racist soul in your body, then you wouldn't take this shit personally. You would understand that there is racial issues and you should know these topics aren't about you specifically. This is about the ones that are blatantly racist and also.
Yes. Thank you, Deleted. Oh, Deleted threw some smart shit in there for us. Thank you. What he just said is very important. This is a mixed environment. Hip hop is owned by all creeds, colors, and nationality. Even though it's a culture, it's owned by all. All right. We mixed up on this channel over here on Sorry It's True. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Middle East. It don't matter over here. We love all. Everybody is welcome. I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. I can relate. Why am I? Y'all gotta be talking reckless in this shit. This shit is hilarious. But that was a very, very smart point and valid point. It's not for certain white folks and certain cultures that don't have a racist voting. That's this ain't for them. You know what I'm saying? This is for the people that might pull that out of their pocket when they get mad or whatever, or still have a racist hidden bone in their body. You know, because that's just the reality of the world. Let's be simple. Let's be serious for a second. Every once in a while, you're gonna pass by like what was the NBA owner? They got his ass out of here, right? His true what he really is behind the scenes. He got caught. Who was another one? Wasn't Mel Gibson one of them? Didn't they have audio with him like barking on his daughter or some shit like that for dating black men or some shit like that? Caught his ass too. And then who's the dude with the high hair, the red or whatever from Seinfeld? Fuck him. I remember when he did that stand up. And he was on stage. Well, you can't call them niggas. They're niggas. They're niggas. And people started walking out, and it got cringy. And certain people was just like, he got in a bag and he just sat in the true him. And ever since then, I could never look at him the same. You know what I mean? So we know who these messages is for. Anybody else, you one of us when it comes to the hip hop culture.
The ones that are in denial races. And not to get into a whole nother topic, but for the dense people, let me help you understand how this is something not to.
Yep, that's his name, Kramer, and fuck him. I didn't forget that shit. Fuck him.
Play about. People think it's funny and say, oh, get over it, and say, oh, why are you?
I saw that one too come up. I didn't hear the audio, but I saw something with Hulk Hogan come up about a job that he withdrew from because he found out that the person or the girl was black. I saw that. I don't know if it's 100% confirmed. I just saw the report. If it's true, fuck him too. Fuck anybody that's on it like that. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So I ain't putting that on Hulk Hogan because I ain't do my own research on. I just saw the article title come across. That don't mean guilty. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a little objective and I know there's always three sides to a story. But the Kramer shit, I saw and heard with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? The Mel Gibson shit, saw and heard with my own eyes. That NBA owner nigga saw the shit and heard the shit with my own eyes. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? And there's a million more. And it's fuck them. Anybody else, once again, you one of us. Culturally, when it comes to hip hop.
Still angry, that's old. Let me give you some food for thought. In 1964, civil rights was passed and gave black.
Oh, there's audio on Hulk Hogan? Damn. Look at this shit. Damn. Damn, there's audio on Hulk Hogan, huh? Well, if that's confirmed, then there's audio on him, and he tried to apologize, but fuck him too. Damn. The true people eventually come out. I mean, sucks that it took that long for us to see the true him, if that's really him. But it's the world we live in, B.
Americans their human rights. Donald Trump would have been 18 years old. Joe Biden would have been 22 years old. And Reverend Jesse Jackson, the man who marched next to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for our rights, he's still alive to this day. So what does this mean? All the people who tormented and harassed Black Americans during these movements are still alive. They have stories that they tell their own grandchildren. The old people you see walking around.
When I see shit like that, though, that's when I'll be like, good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be karma. Like, you walk around with a racist heart and then your daughter ends up with a black man. That'd be your karma. You know what I'm saying? So, damn. I'll laugh my ass off having a good old time with this Kendrick and Drake shit. Y'all got me in a whole different fucking bag now. Y'all didn't really... Damn, y'all fucked me up.
Around when you grocery shop, when you go to the mall, when you go to the movies, just every day outside, old people, these are the people who either said no colors allowed or they were the other ones that were fighting for our rights. So stop acting like this is something that happened so long ago when the people who did horrible things are still alive today. So yes, that's why Kendrick called out Drake's blackness. A black person understands these things. A white person doesn't. And he wasn't raised black. He was raised by a white family. And if K-Dot were to talk about the Holocaust in the same humor as Drake, he would have been shunned and held accountable. Everyone would have spiraled.
Imagine if Kendrick would have rapped some shit like that. Always rapping like you trying to get the Holocaust folks free. Imagine he would have said that, right? Damn.
Out of control. Black, white, it don't matter what race you were.
Well, hold on. Let me check myself. Let me be fair. If Kendrick was, like half Jewish and half black, and he felt that he had a pass to say that because he felt that his people endured that, he wouldn't have been right for it. But some people would have given him a pass, the same way people give a half black Drake a pass for saying nigga. But his culture and his background is coming out more and more on the forefront, which makes it cringy. And that's why Kendrick is now being spot on with the way people are looking at Drake when he's saying some things just don't got to be deep. Some shit just cringeworthy. Like we don't want to hear you say, you know what I mean? Like Drake could say it and not get canceled because he's got black DNA in him. But culturally, it starts to feel cringy when you look at the
some reason.
Like, what the fuck else is Kendrick talking about in the other 5 tracks? Like, Jesus.
The Holocaust is more touchy to the American people, to the whole world even, than black issues. And that's a problem. It's crazy how the double standard.
Damn right it is. You go ahead and pull a Kanye what you want on Drink Champs and then go ahead and lose your Adidas deal. All right. You better know.
Work against black people. But yeah, so far, that's all the Easter eggs I caught in the video. If you guys got more Easter.
Okay. So yeah, shout out to Deleted, man. Great breakdown, great video, hilarious points, Easter eggs that many other channels haven't caught. And I think I had one in here that I haven't seen anywhere on the internet that I'm proud of. If you missed it, if you joined late, go back and watch it. There's one Easter egg that's courtesy of the Sorry It's True channel. But over here, I'm more of the enjoying of being the reactor, and also giving my interpretation and opinions and feedback with the channel on some of the shit that we've seen. And we'll break it down accordingly. But when y'all want to jump into the matrix and do all the decoding for us, we will be here. All right. Last but not least, man, I do see a couple of the tweets, people asking me to do a reaction to the 616 breakdown. If I see at least 20 comments on this video saying ARP, do the 616 reaction, I'll do it. I'll either do it tomorrow or I'll do it the day after, definitely before the week is out, the full week is out. And I think that is a long video, but it's a great video. And we might laugh and have a good time. And there might be some great stuff in there to break down and to talk about and get into Sorry It's True mode. So at least 20 comments below saying ARP, do the 616 breakdown. I'll do it. We'll get on the channel. We'll rock out. All right. Other than that, this was a fun stream, y'all. I appreciate it. Sorry It's True. We'll be back with more ASAP. All right. Got y'all.